Hey guys, it's Cash, and I know it's been a while. I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about targeted individuals and people who have experienced narcissistic abuse and dating. So whether you're being gang stalked, whether you have had a narcissistically abusive relationship and you're experiencing group harassment from a group of individuals, it is very hard to date afterwards because it almost seems as if people are being sent into your life for one of three reasons. And I found these reasons to be one, to get information out of you. They want to figure out what your next move is so that they can sabotage it, or just find out where you're going so they can set up this gang stalking and harassment technique wherever you're going. So they want to figure out your next move. They want to know information about you, if you're dating anybody else. So they'll send people in your life to pretend to be your friend or pretend to be interested in you just to obtain this information. Another reason they do it is to sabotage an individual. I've had experiences where people have come into my life to recommend, in my case, someone to a business, oh, you should hire this person, this and that, and it ended up being not such a good decision for me. It's just basically a means of sabotage and obtaining information. And another reason why they'll send people in your life is to ghost you, to make them feel or make you feel like there's something going to happen with this person, basically gassing you up for like a relationship, and then they just disappear. And I've had this happen to me a few times, a couple times around Christmas and a couple times around New Year's. And the reason I think for this influx of these honey traps is between that time, and that's what they are, they're honey traps. I'll post that video down below. The reason for this is Saturnalia rituals. So Saturnalia rituals, New Year's rituals, they send you people that fit your type specifically during this time because that is a ritual time for them. So 3 years ago, I had no idea what any of this was, but I did notice an increase of people in my life, like people romantically that, wanted to go on dates and take me places. And I think I even went to Cirque du Soleil with one of them. I spent Christmas with somebody that completely fit my type. Now, I wasn't looking for a relationship with this person because he lived across the country, basically. But it was just something very spontaneous and exciting, but he kind of like led me to believe that there was going to be something and then just ghosted me, which is fine because it saves me the trouble of having to do it. But what I'm saying is, if I was in a state where I really wanted a relationship at that time and I was looking for something, that probably would have devastated me because he really made me feel on Christmas, that this was 3 years ago, by the way, that he was interested. So that's something that you have to look out for as a targeted individual or someone that is experiencing the after effects of narcissistic abuse and gang stalking. So something recently that has happened, let's take a look at this guy who's been on his phone this whole entire time, just walked over as soon as I started recording. How funny. So anyway, and it's cold outside too, and he's just like standing here. I don't even think he's talking. But anyway, so recently, now that I know what to look for, now that I know what's going on, I had someone come into my life around New Year's. Wasn't really interested, but was more interested in seeing how this played out because he was saying NLP words, he was saying code words, he was saying things that would make me believe that he was sent by someone. How sad is that? Who sent you? Who sent you to date me? That I have to think that way. But who sent you to take me out on a date? But he was saying these things. So I just ignored it because I wanted to see what was going to happen, where it was going to go. And it went all the way up until New Year's. We spent a weekend on New Year's, and then of course the ghosting, which that's totally fine. Had 4 kids, not interested. But the moral of the story is, during that week, Christmas and New Year's, they will intentionally send people into your life to ruin your holiday, to sabotage your holiday, to just make you feel bad around that time. So look out for that. And then other times they will just send people in your life to get information out of you. So you always have to be on your guard. And this is where discernment becomes very important. Discernment as a targeted individual is probably going to save your life. It's going to save you from getting involved with these types of individuals. And yeah, so that's what we have to do now in this life is is have our guards up and not tell anybody anything. It's gotten to the point where I just lie about what I'm doing next, or what my plans are. Like, I tell people different things. I told this one guy, he came into the club and he was saying different things that fit my harassment profile or whatever. And he asked me, oh, so what are your plans? What are you going to do? That's an indicator of something. And I was like, oh, I think I'm just going to work every day until I'm 45, stack my money and retire. That's not my plan at all, but that's what I told this guy. So if you have any experiences with this specific week between Christmas and New Year's for the Saturnalia rituals, or just any experiences altogether, please comment them down below. And also, too, another thing that I noticed with dating, they send you doppelgangers of people that you have dated before, people that look exactly like people that you have dated in the past. So they'll also do that. They'll send you, if they know like celebrities that you like, they'll send you doppelgangers of that celebrity. So there's all different types of things that they're doing. Look, this guy, it's a long phone conversation to be having outside with no coat on in this cold. It's 34 degrees out. Anyway, so that's the life I live. If you have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask down below. As always, everybody have a wonderful day and God bless.